are we all designers by nature?
Yeah, I mean, there are two ways to that. I mean, like, there's two ways to answer that question, I think. And when you ask me the same question 5 years back, I'll tell you, like, a designer is a designer. You either be born a designer or not.
Yeah.
And I grew up believing that myth, that it was, it was a talent given to a few.
Yeah.
But I've been reading some books, and I met incredible people who are like far out from design, but like the way they live their life, they are truly designers. Like the way they speak, the way they do business, which is not related to what we think design is. And recently, when I read this book, Creative Confidence, it gave me like a brief idea of how everyone is a designer. You can be an accountant, the way you run your spreadsheets and stuff like that. So it gives you like a new understanding of what design is. But like what I wanted us to chat about is this new movement of non-designers. So the guy here is called Chris Rotanga, is one of the best film photographers in Africa. And this is my son. Yeah, baby Zarak. I think you will see him, but he was enjoying the watermelon in that video. I didn't show his face because he might grow up and sue me. I don't know. Yeah, he might do that. Yeah, so aka Baby Zeus, but Zeus without the E. Yeah, you can call him what you want, whether it's Zarak, Zana, with the Baby Zeus. It doesn't matter. But yeah, back to the point. Chris and me sit down to discuss this non-designer thing. And when I reviewed these softwares, one of them, one of like the most prominent one is Canva.
Canva?
Yeah, you know Canva?
Yeah.
So I used Canva, I went, signed up, started like playing with it. And to my surprise, like the language is the same, right? Like you start from a template, it has some images laid in there. It's a drag and drop kind of like workflow, but it's design.
Yeah, it's still design. Because it's the same as people that use design websites like Wix or the other websites, and then you can always tell if someone has designed the website really, really well, or if someone has not designed the website not well. And if there were actual designers, then you tell the way things are. But then you also have people that have never designed anything. And then they fall onto Wix, they love it, they just drag and drop the images there, and by the end of the day, it looks like a beautiful thing.
So does it make them designers or non-designers?
Depends. Again, I'll say depends, because still you would find someone that wasn't a designer, they did the same drag and drop, but the images don't present themselves on the website. That is meant to do everything for you when you just drag and drop in images. And then you give it to another person who has never designed a website before. They drag in the images and everything aligns and looks like someone professional did it. So I think at the end of the day, everyone has different capabilities when it comes to design. Someone might be good with color, someone might be good with... because let's say that... now, like the interior designers, right? Yeah, they're already designers. But... Hello? Yes. Where are you now? I don't know where 2nd Street is, that's the problem. Yes? Yeah? Yeah? Oh yeah. So so you go past party shoes, yes. So you're actually about 10 minutes from where you're supposed to go. From Bokassa, you're almost in Bokassa. So when you go there, you turn on your left. Don't turn on your right. So you go into the end of the road. Yes, and it just depends where your energies are in terms of design. I think I would say your superpowers in terms of design, because you could be a carpenter, you could be someone that designs plates, or someone that designs cushions or chairs and things like that.
Right.
And then you could make it more fancier when you go to school and then understand the mathematics behind design, and then you also understand the experience. If someone sits in my chair, how do I want them to feel? How do I want them to interpret? And then that's when you also now go in deep, where someone says that, how can I interpret design? When someone looks at something that you've designed and they interpret it the way you designed it, and everyone has their own theories. That's why when you design a chair and give it to some people to interpret it, everyone will have their own interpretation. Yeah. And you might have an interpretation that is far way different than theirs. Or maybe you didn't have anything, any story in mind.
It's just a free form.
Exactly, it's a free form, but everyone just brings in their ideas. That means that everyone at some level is a designer. They just need to find where
awaken that idea.
Exactly, where especially their art as a designer.
Because it kind of like puts a question mark on what I told my viewers in the previous video. Because for me, I was joking. Like, if you think you're a non-designer and you've been using these tools, 100% you're a designer. So I don't know what you're telling them, but it feels like it's somewhere in there that you're a designer, but maybe I don't want to say like beginner level or something like that, but it's more you practicing design with no design intentions.
Yeah, I think so.
Becoming.
Yeah. I think that they're practicing design with no intention of them using design as an entire form, as a way of making money out of it. Yeah, probably he's a photographer that is using Canva to make his own portfolio. Or mood boards. I think exactly things like that. So, and someone aligning a few things to see if their book that they want to print out will match really well. They're not well experienced with InDesign, Adobe InDesign or Illustrator, so they don't know how to use that to bring up concepts and ideas of how to design their book, and they don't have the money to spend on giving it to a designer and actually book designers to do that.
So they wing it,
so they wing it through there, and for some reason it's a beautiful book when it comes out, but they don't have an intention of becoming book designers, designers that will design everything in Adobe InDesign, and at the end of the day they'll be paid probably, let's say, $1,500 for a job that they've done. So I think that design is without intention of using design to earn an income.
I think that's a good way of thinking it. And I think the one thing I want to point out, though, borrowing from my experience, like as a beginner, as a no designer, even to this day, I use templates, and I've been using templates to this day. And one of the things that kind of like I'm modest about these non-designer tools, So he wants that. So give me the tall one.
You want a watermelon?
Yeah, he wants a watermelon. Because recently I saw, and I spoke about this in the previous video, that even at Adobe Store, I started realizing that there is that gap in the design community. There are people who are so good, and there are people who are intimidated by the tool, but they would love to use these tools. So they started releasing templates from Adobe Store that when you click it, when you download it and run it with maybe Photoshop or Illustrator, it has everything aligned and laid for you.
Yeah.
All you just need to do, change the image, put in the lines of words you want it to read. So for me, I'm seeing a sense of transition in every industry.
Yeah.
Like you see, and you've been speaking about this, like now every guy who comes out with a camera just starts, bragging that he's a photographer.
He's a photographer, yeah.
So there's that level where like even smartphones can give a no photographer power to say I'm a photographer.
Yeah, the power to be a photographer.
So like I think for me, I don't want to stand on the other side of designers who don't want to hear amateurs practice their shitty skills, right? And coming up with like consoling terminologies, like maybe you never know, the guy who started like NonDesigner knew like maybe he didn't have the skills, but he loved the tool so much.
Yeah.
So seeing like corporations like Adobe, back to the point, Adobe coming up with these mobile tools. Now there's Illustrator for mobile. You don't need a power machine.
Exactly. And when you come back to photography on mobile tools, when you look at Lightroom, the native Lightroom for the computer, it's very intimidating.
Right.
It's very intimidating. There's lots of tools in there, and if you haven't used Lightroom before or any software that resembles Lightroom, and you someone that has just picked up a camera for the first time, and you have these images, you don't know what to do with them.
Right.
But when you look at the Lightroom on mobile, things are very easy.
Yeah.
You can be a world-class photographer just using the tools on your iPhone. And that doesn't mean that you're not a photographer. That means that somewhere within you understand the concepts of photography or how you want your light to be directed. Right. And then you can use the tools that you have. And maybe you're not a photographer even. If you're just someone that has just shot a few things.
Personalizing tools.
Yeah. And then you grab your iPhone, it has all these apps, the camera apps, and then you match all the colors, and then you say, I want my tone of values like this. I want maybe my skin, the skin tones to be a bit more saturated or even less saturated. Maybe have a blue hue in them or have a yellow hue in them, depending on what you want as a creative. And then I think then that will open another can of worms.
Yeah.
Is everyone a creative, or is creativity just limited to the photographers, the designers?
So you see, there's a mix of, I think like terminology now is doing a disgrace to every industry.
Yeah.
That it's hard even to know what belongs where.
Exactly.
And how did it even come to existence. I've seen crossovers in the web design industry. Like 3 years ago it was web design, like there was nothing UX, there was nothing UI. And on top of that there are new terms now. There is data science, there is even on top of UI, there's now interaction design. Yeah,
interaction design.
So you see now, like even job ads now advertise, like they advertise them interchangeably, like for product design, UX and UI.
Yes.
UI. So
we need a UI designer. We need a product designer. We need this designer. We need this designer. I think everyone is a designer. It just depends. I think until design is, because I think design is something that is very, very broad.
Yeah.
Until there is a tool for each person in their own field of design or whatever they love to do, until there is a tool that is developed for them to make their work easier, I think everyone will be a designer. I think what we get fixated on as people that want to create things is with the presence of the internet now, you go online and then there is this $15,000 iMac or MacBook or Apple computer, and every computer that comes out now is really, really expensive. Every camera that comes out is shooting 8K, and people don't know what 8K means. In Uganda where we are, we don't even use the 4K services. Like, because when you look at 1080, we haven't even exhausted the power of 1080.
Yeah.
It's like someone right now that is saying, I want a 5G phone. Why do you want a 5G phone when you live in Uganda, when all networks are just connected to 4G?
Right. Yeah, we're still struggling with 4G.
With 4G,
Yeah, so,
you want a 5G
I mean, like,
phone.
yeah, anyway, like, I want to go back for the viewers, you know, like, people love to skip.
Yeah.
Maybe for the guy who skipped to this timestamp in this video, the way we started this was relating non-designers to tools, but the story began with like the software side of it, and we've been bringing all these ideas and iterations of showing you how the tools don't matter much. So we began with the canvas, and if you're not familiar with that tool, it's just an easy wiggy. I don't know whether they're called that. Like, it's so easy.
I think I remember you sent me that, saying you can. What was it, the one that you sent me? A link saying that you can replace this with because I was using Pinterest a lot.
Yeah.
And
so that's Mira. So I use that. Yeah. So you sell like tools over.
Yeah.
So we had that debate where you Pinterest, Mira, and I'm personalizing this tool, and you like it does the same thing with Pinterest. And I was paying for this, by the way. So
which you later realized that actually Pinterest was far much better.
Exactly. So there is that. So yeah. So going back to like starting with canvas and relating with the an expensive camera and an entry camera. So you need to first use this entry camera, which is canvas. It's called Canva, not canvas. So Canva is now the entry camera. Like you just want to play with it and see how things go. It's more like a novice experience when you first land on these tools. So it's the same thing with the basic camera. You shouldn't jump to a pro camera when you don't even know how the basics work. So from here, like, trust me, the transition will be easy. And the vision is you will be a designer. Like, you will be a pro designer. So yeah, I mean, like, if that doesn't answer the entire controversy, we might come up with another video. And I think I'll bring some other creatives in the industry to give their thoughts on this, but it's a real thing, and it's for me, I feel like it's degrading the entire understanding of the entry point, because when we started there was no roasting people who use basic tools. I remember I used I don't remember when, but I used to use Paint, and it was my go-to tool. Like, I used to go there and do drawings and stuff. So yeah, it's this generation where we need to, make the beginners understand that the entry point doesn't really matter.
Da Vinci didn't have a 300 gigabyte memory tools when he was creating all these things, and all he did was create from wood.
Right.
So if we can't create from the simplest material that we have around us, we won't be able to create from the most expensive things. Because all he did was look at the environment, see the things that he can use, and he used those. He's one of the greatest painters of all times,
right?
And one of the greatest designers of all times.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Cool. So I want to ask you one thing, Chris. Do you have a quote? I don't want to say quote. I don't want to say mantra. I want to say something. Do you have a belief that gets you running, that you would love to share with the audience and tell them, this is it, this is my charm?
I mean, the thing is, create for you to begin with as a creator. Create for you. Don't create for the masses. Don't create for the audience. Don't create what someone is doing. Maybe steal a few concepts from someone that's stealing and integrate that with your own creativity and things that you want to do. Don't let people stop you by saying that your work is not good, because then you're not creating for them, you're creating for you.
Right.
Once a client pays you to create, make sure that a client pays you to create something that they've seen you create.
Right.
In that way, you have the full power to bring your creativity and more of the stuff into what your client pays you to do. And then you're earning off you doing something that you like and something that you love. Wow. Don't fixate yourself on as a photographer now, don't fixate yourself on a camera that shoots 8K when you've never shot a camera that only produces 480, or a camera that only has 720, or a camera that has 1080. even, and then you want to jump on a camera that shoots 6K. You've never used these tools before, you don't know how they do, you don't know how they work. So I think start from small, and then trajectory to becoming an incredible or better artist. Surround yourself with people like Paul, Zana, that are incredible people, not just in your field, but fields that you admire and things that you want to do. Follow their channels. They have some incredible insight.
Yeah, the guy said that, man. You should follow my channel.
Follow the channel. Make sure that you have that bell notification on, so that every time you drop something, you're there. And then just wait and create and wait and create and wait and create. Just keep creating this guy.
Amazing. I mean, I will leave a link to this guy's channel. He does some amazing videos about photography. I mean, I thank you for being on this.
No worries, man.
I'm looking forward to have you on more talks, because we always go for hours and hours.
But we have a meeting actually, the both of us right now.
So we need to jump into that meeting.
All right. Okay.
You can sign out.
Cheers. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. Let us know what you think about our Mambo Jumbo, because it has been that. Other than that, love ya. Catch you in the next one. Bye.